Alright, we knew they were coming because they're supposed to be a requirement for GL Ahsoka. And here they are, the Great Mothers. Looks like they got 4 moves right there. They got Energy Threads, Malik Storm, Fate Weaving, and Gift of Shadows. So, this will be the developers' insights portion of things, so let's get it. Obviously, Night Sister Darkside support and leader. There you go. Key attributes. Great Mothers is an elite marquee. I feel like it should be R. Great Mothers are an elite marquee. A rare type of unit that has more power than a typical marquee, but at the same time, accessibility. I mean, that's cool and all, but it really makes no difference because they're not really going to be powerful until 7-star, and that's going to take forever. So, it's kind of pointless, you know what I mean? Leader for a second Night Sister squad. My new favorite Night Sister squad, Dickbag. Introducing 2 new effects. Blessed for an ally and Doomed. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. For an enemy. Second large unit to come to Swigo. Oh man, that guitar noise. Yeah, large unit. The first one is Jabba. Only Jabba actually is large, at least. They're not large, it's just there's 3 of them. Inspiration. These 3 characters are always seen on screen with one another, and all of their abilities seem to involve all of them working together, so it didn't make much sense to have you collect each Great Mother individually. Well, yeah, it would be kind of stupid separately. In order to support having 3-in-1 with the Great Mothers, we were lucky to have pre-established the large unit tech with Jabba the Hutt, so they didn't have to be all mashed up together in order to fit on the battlefield. I mean, you still could have done it. It's just the large unit makes it so then you can't pull in a character into the 6th slot, which that's only doable when you're trying to complete the regular story mode, or whatever you want to call them, the nodes on light side and dark side battles, which if you're somebody like me, you completed those a very long time ago, so you've never had some character in the 6th slot for years now. The names of the Great Mothers are Clothau, Actropa, and Lexus. At least they're very easy to say. And they are very much based on the Greek fates. The fates would spin a thread of a person's life and manipulate events by manipulating the thread, eventually cutting at the end of that person's life. This is represented on the hoods the Great Mothers wear. Lexus's simple hood represents the thread itself. Clothal's conical hood symbolizes the spool of thread the person's fate is drawn from. And finally, Actropaw's 2 points represent the fate's shears, performing the final cut, ending someone's life. This entire concept and symbolism was used in designing the doomed and blessed conditions via fate weaving and gift of shadows. This entire concept and symbolism was used as... Oh, okay, those are moves. Strategy tips. In Territory Wars, Blessed stops instant defeat effects, which makes it valuable against enemies such as Jedi Master Kenobi with Ahsoka Tano. That is what I thought of immediately. I was going to say it, but I figured I'd finish this sentence first. But yeah. You know Ahsoka, first move she does, boop, kill somebody. Doomed enemies lose their protection, making Great Mothers excellent against teams with a lot of protection and protection recovery. Oh, so like a Gungan squad, they'd be able to tear that up, no problem, because the whole point is to mod Gungans for protection, so once that's gone, all they got is a little bit of health. Blessed allies can target doomed enemies, so you can quickly defeat weak enemies without worrying about taunt. Blessing your attackers is generally the way to go because of the assists and offense buffs, but blessing Morgan Elsbeth can be valuable in some situations because of her basic ability is extremely powerful, and the ability to ignore taunt and use her special 2 on a doomed enemy can be game winning. Fact. What is an elite marquee? Well, you just explained it already, but sure, we'll pretend this was frequently asked despite that and look at it again. This is a rare type of event that signifies a unit with more power than a typical marquee, but at the same accessibility. The power level is closer to a journey guide than your typical marquee character. What is a large unit? How is this frequently asked? This is not frequently asked. The people in this community cannot be that dumb. What is a large unit? Are you serious? There's no way that's frequently asked. Like Jabba, large characters can't be used in the ally slot or with another large character, and summons are prevented for allies. How do I acquire Great Mothers? Marquee starting at 11 a.m. Pacific on September 5th. This uses the new marquee structure. Again, there's no way that is a frequently asked question as well, because that's basically how marquees always go. You get the kit reveal on a Tuesday, character comes out on a Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific. Nobody's asking that. If you are asking that, you're an idiot. Do Great Mothers have a bespoke data crawl? Of course, we can't help ourselves when it comes to Night Sisters. No, you can't help yourself when it comes to money. It will be rewarded in the 7-star tier of their marquee event. Hey look, the only time that you can say there, because there's actually 3 of them. Is Great Mothers required for Balin's skull? Yes, at Relic 7. Oh, Balin's gonna be something like that you have to unlock? And then he's probably a requirement for Ahsoka, so this is doubly annoying. Which means at this point, I guess I'm going to give up on my quest to get the requirements met for Ahsoka. Because if I got to have a legendary or something on top of it, ugh. Why'd you spell it magic instead of magic, like the other Night Sisters? The Night Sisters of Peridia's abilities are slightly different than that of the Dathomiri. And this is represented by the altered spelling of their connection to the Force. Really? So you're spelling it different just to pretend? Oh, look, they're not from Dathomir, they're from Peridia. From the Great Mother's designer, CG Ant. Okay. I hope that's short for Anthony and that he's not, like, really calling himself CG Ant, because that's kind of, weird. Designing the Great Mothers was a really fun challenge, especially since I wanted each mother to be properly showcased in the unit. I ultimately settled on having 2 powerful granted abilities in addition to their special ability, which inflicts an enemy with Doomed and grants a Night Sister ally with Blessed. Blessed was inspired by the scene in Ahsoka, where Clothal bestowed Morgan Elsbeth with the gift of Shadow. In the game, this translates to giving a Night Sister ally of your choosing a myriad of buffs. This lasts until they've served their purpose, either by winning the fight or by being defeated. Doomed was inspired by the Great Mother's resemblance to the Fates in Greek mythology. In Greek mythos, once a person's threat has been caught, they're doomed to die. There's nothing you can do to change their destiny, even if you defeat the Great Mothers. In Swigo, doomed enemies will have their max health reduced over time until it's reduced to 1 max health. Okay. 1 max health just sounds funny. Combined, these 2 effects make the Great Mothers very powerful, since they can dictate the destinies of everyone in the battle. Each battle will unfold differently depending on who you choose to doom and bless. I hope you all have fun playing with the Great Mothers as I did designing them. And this is for Q&As. Great Mothers questions submission link. So yeah, that was the developer's insights part. Apparently the developer is Ant. And yeah, what are they talking about? So the spool is right there on the middle one. The scissors are on this one. And the string is her. Alright. Anyways, that looks like that's all that's all I got for now. So yeah, developer's insights. Be sure to check in for the kit reveal, which I'm sure you will. And until then, I said see ya.